overview of my gemstone puzzle. The players find this box, and inside are a number of wooden clues and a bag full of gemstones. And when they pour it out, these are all different colors. Some are pairs, some are they're all but one is a pair, so that's one of the clues that we're going to go over. They also receive this key with letters for each different symbol. And the idea here is they need to spell out a 6-letter word that then is used on a cryptex. And from that they get a key, and depending on what group I'm doing, I'll put different things in the cryptex. I've run this puzzle for a couple different groups now, and I got a lot of feedback on it and have updated things as we went. And it's a pretty fun puzzle that takes up just the right amount of time, generally about 20 minutes depending on the group. I've run it for a group of teenagers and a group of probably 30-somethings, and it was about the same length of time either way. Both of those groups had a hint as we discovered a flaw in the puzzle, but I have since updated the puzzle to have answers that help with what they had a problem with. So I'm going to go over this and give you all the setup for it, and you can actually buy these exact gems on Amazon. I don't know if the same colors will come, but they have enough variety that you can probably make a similar puzzle, maybe different colors and shapes depending if you don't have exactly the same ones. But it's a pretty fun thing that it's just enough difficulty, but also enough reward. So let's go over this. The first things that they start looking at is kind of reading everything, and we'll just go through one by one. So the ones on the sides have none, and everything else has more than one. So what that tells the players is that the sides, the circles, so anything on the sides is going to be a circle. Anything in the center is not going to be a circle, so it has points. I'm not going to move each and every one of these, but we'll just kind of shift these over as I play with them. So that's one clue. Spot number 3's a unique lonely fellow, but believe it or not, it's surrounded by yellow. So the purpose of this clue is to point out this light blue square, because it's the only one that is light blue, and it's the only one that is nope, that is not true. It's the only one that's light blue, and that's the only thing that makes it unique. And that's one of the clues that players haven't gotten very well. So I added, in a secret compartment, a couple extra bonuses depending on how easy you want to make it. And unfortunately, I don't have exactly the same type of wood. This one just says, use a light blue. You know you want to. So that kind of just helps push that there's going to be a light blue, because I found that both teams had kind of an issue with that puzzle part. The bonus is, it's a 6-letter word, it ends in ER, it's blank, I hardly know her, so it kind of tells the players to look for ER at the end. That kind of definitely gives away the last 2 spots, so it's, if you make this puzzle yourself, it's at your discretion. The next one is, the puzzle maker never puts much heart into it. If you end up using one, you'll know you blew it. Basically that just says, eliminate the hearts. It's an easy one to start getting rid of pieces. I'm not going to remove them all. The next one is blank. So a lot of my groups come across this, what's called the Revelator. It's a black light that they shine on pretty much everything. So usually they'll find it, whatever group it is, they'll find it kind of in a cave where I've done a black light path that they had to find. And then they get to keep this for all kinds of different puzzles in the game. So this one's blank. It says, shine the light on it, someone remarked. On the left goes the one that is marked. And what that means is, there are 2. It doesn't matter that there's 2, but I put Sharpie on the back, so if they're looking at the back, they're going to find that there is only one shape. There's 2 of them, but there's only one shape that has black on it. Going back, I might not have put black on both of them, but nobody's had a problem with this yet. It might be confusing that there's 2 that are marked. I need 2 of these to make sure that the square stays unique, so everything has a pair. But I don't think I needed to mark both of them. But the players haven't had a problem with it so far, so I leave it both in there. Also, I have one that is not in black light, just in case I'm running a group that hasn't found the Revelator, I'm not using it in their campaign. Next is a 2 with a cute little octopus. Generally, I think both groups figured out that that meant spot 2 is 8. This is another one like the hearts. If you go and try the flowers, you'll find yourself stuck for hours and hours. So just eliminate the flower shapes. No two colors sit next to each other, but pointy boys sit next to their brother. Both groups did happen to know pointy boys are stars pretty quickly. That was one that I wasn't sure if people would get, but so far in testing, pretty much everybody has figured out those are stars, and they know that 2 stars are next to each other. There are no stars to the left of a square, but pink on star's right is definitely there. So that just helps you with some of the colors once you're putting it together. And then lastly, are never together are blue and green, but they both touch the flanker's sheen. I think both groups didn't quite figure out what the flankers were, which would be the 2 stars, but they both kind of moved past this clue. It's not the best clue, but they kind of moved past it anyway. And so together, that each group took about 20 to 25 minutes to solve that puzzle, and everybody seemed engaged because everybody could kind of touch different pieces and think about it. It was kind of escape room-like. Oh, and of course the solution that comes out, spells out Zamler. It's just, when I put it in the story, it's about a wizard. It's just kind of a fake wizard name so that people can't try to guess what the, like real words that end in ER or parts of whatever they have found so far. And so I just wanted to give an overview of that, and the link to the Amazon product will be in the description below. And if you want to do something like this, feel free to take these ideas, modify them. If you modify them in ways that you think are helpful, please comment below. And I hope you enjoyed it.